Hello and welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Alfonso Peluso and I'm an associate teaching professor in the College of Architecture at IIT, the home of the legendary Mies van der Rohe, and I'm adjunct faculty at Columbia College Chicago in the Interior Architecture program. Shout out to all my students. I hope you're doing well. It is a nice winter day. It's 30 degrees, which is much warmer than it's been. We're out of the polar tundra vortex. All right. Today we're going to look at MidJourney Light Types. Light types. So we're going to look at some of these. I just did a Google search for movie light types, and all these wonderful light types show up. So how do we incorporate light types or types of lighting for dramatic mood in our scenes, in our images? All right, before we jump into the tutorial, search me up on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, click on subscribe. Click on all to receive all the notifications. If you are a designer, interior architect, there is something for you on my channel. Help me get to 14,000 subscribers. That would be great. Also connect with me on Instagram at my first name Alfonso _ my last name Peluso. See the AI videos I'm making. See what I'm up to with my students and the work that they're producing. All right, let's jump into today's tutorial. So light types. All right, we're going to look at a few light types. Let's start by looking at a real great one called Chiaroscuro, which is from the I think it's from the Baroque time. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. It's the Baroque time, and I think it was Caravaggio was the Italian artist that made Chiaroscuro popular. And what chiaroscuro is it's really the same as low-key lighting. You get a lot of contrast and hard shadows in a very dark scene. So let's take a look at that. And we're just going to be making or just looking at an interior space. So let's go to / imagine, and we're going to make an interior space in the style of Mies. And then we're just going to put in Chiaroscuro, which is Chiaroscuro. I think I got that right. Chiaroscuro lighting. And then we'll have some people scattered around. All right, let's see what we get. All right, let's see what we have. All right, not too bad. As you see, it sort of understands chiaroscuro. The people are in shadows, or are in shadow, and then they're very dark, and then there's a very kind of soft filtering light source. So MidJourney definitely understands what we're trying to achieve here. And what you can do is you can start to add in other words, as we'll probably have to do with some of these other light types. But this one it did pretty well. I like this lower right image. And what you can do is you can vary that. So that's the fourth image. I can click on V4 and I can vary that and get another set of 4 images that are more similar to that one, because I think that one is achieving the lighting that we're looking for. All right, let's take a look. Not bad. It's kind of interesting when you put in Mies, it gives you these images that look like they're from the 50s. So that's kind of funny. But yeah, this isn't too bad, and you know, we could keep pushing it, but that looks pretty good. So let's move on to some other light types. All right, the next light type that we're going to look at is high key. So if low key is similar to chiaroscuro, then high key is going to be high lighting, where the light has less contrast and the light is more even, and it's more evenly filled and bright in the scene. So let's see what we can do with that. So I'm just going to copy and paste this text here. /imagine. Paste it in and get rid of Chiaroscuro lighting, and we're going to change this to high key. Now, I don't know, like high key, I think it's usually with a little hyphen, high key. We'll try it like that and see if MidJourney understands it. Okay, let's see what we have. All right, again, not too bad. I think we can try adding some like keywords in our prompt that just help MidJourney kind of push it in the direction that we're looking for. In this case, high key lighting. So I'm gonna copy paste that prompt /imagine. So I'll paste that in and we'll add some text or some keywords. So I'm going to put bright, evenly, or let's see, bright light filled space. Let's go with that. All right, let's see what we got. So, what I'm looking for is an image where the light is uniform and the shadows are not so strong and there's a little bit less contrast. So it's maybe this image in the upper left is kind of getting a little bit closer, but I'd like to try one more time. All right, so let's go for it, /imagine. And we'll paste that in and we'll add in brightly lit. Let's do brightly light. I know it doesn't make sense in English, but brightly light filled space with no contrast, because that's what we're going for, no contrast or little contrast, but we'll tell it no. All right, let's see if we get it on this one. All right, that certainly helped us. I like this image in the lower right here, where it's just more evenly lit. So that's high key lighting, getting a lot of light in the space. All right, let's move on to the next one. All right, next we're gonna look at backlighting. Okay, now I'm laughing because sometimes you gotta wonder how MidJourney's trained. Is it really trained enough to do these sorts of things? And that's what we're looking at. We're trying to interrogate it and really push it in the direction that we want to get some visual mood and visual impact. And we're doing that in this case through lighting. So next we're looking at backlighting. So let's look at that. So backlit space. Try that. I could put in backlighting. I just trying to describe it a little more with this term, or these terms, I should say. All right, what do we have? Now I know, just kind of giving. I just know from experience that backlighting is a real challenge with MidJourney, and I think MidJourney has a hard time, like, where is the backlighting coming from, or where should the light source come from? And you see this case, it's kind of like front lighting. It's coming from behind these people toward the point of view. So this one is really hard to achieve, and I have to be honest, I haven't been really successful with it. But let's try a few extra keywords and see what we get. And if you can get it to work, let me know in the comments. That would be awesome. So let's copy this text. It's hard to know what MidJourney thinks is, like the point of view. So backlit space, could say light, I'll say strong light source. Strong light source coming from behind. I would want to say camera because that's what it is, but does MidJourney really think of it as this is a camera taking a photograph? So I'm going to say light source coming from behind the point of view and see if MidJourney understands that. Okay, what do we have? All right, so I would say this is starting to get into really giving us what our next lighting type is. And we're starting to get some volumetric light here, which is it's kind of funny. But I would say I've had a lot of trouble with backlighting, and so I'll just be honest with you. So I think it's just not, it doesn't seem like it's happening in MidJourney version 6 yet. But we'll see with the updated versions when those come out. We'll see if MidJourney can do better with backlighting. So I'll keep that one on the back burner. Backlighting on the back burner. All right, like how I did that. All right, let's look at volumetric since I kind of led us there on the last prompt. So let's copy paste and let's just put in volumetric light. So what volumetric light is it's just a light source that you can actually see. It has volume to it. All right, this one in the lower left looks pretty interesting. And some strong volumetric light. The one in the lower right also, you're getting the light. You can kind of see it coming through the skylight. So looks like MidJourney likes that light to come from above through a sky portal or a skylight, which is pretty neat. Let's do some variants on these. Let's vary 3 and 4 and just see what we get. All right, looks like both of those are varied. Yeah, so we're getting some variations on it. I kind of like this one in the one on the top a little bit better. But the ones we got from the backlighting, I'd say this one in the lower left, that one's pretty good for volumetric light. Let's try it one more time and see what. Sometimes, I mean, the one thing about MidJourney, I know we're making a video, and for the essence of time, we're just, you know, not pushing and pushing and iterating, but for sure with MidJourney, it takes a lot of iteration. So I'll enter in a prompt, the same prompt, like several times and see what kind of changes I can get with that. All right, so it looks like it was definitely worth our time to put that prompt in again because this one in the upper left is pretty fantastic. We're getting some other really nice ones here too. All right, let's move on to our next light type, which is soft lighting, which I have to admit I like to do a lot of images with soft light. So let's put in soft light. We'll just start with that, soft light, and see what MidJourney gives us. All right, let's look at what we got here. So soft lighting. In this case, I think the style is a little bit too high. You know, what I mean by high style is like a lot of contrast and a lot of, it kind of looks like, you know, charcoal or watercolor, so it looks more painterly, which, you know, if that's an image that you like, great. I'm going to try to push it into less painterly type. So let's see, let's copy and paste this. And let's add, so soft light. I'm going to add in soft shadows. and no strong sun. Could put no sun, but I'll try no strong sun. All right, let's see what we have. So, like, which prompt gave me what I asked for? I think this one in the upper right, because the sun is not strong in that one, so there's just some soft light filtering throughout. The one in the upper left is not bad either, but you're seeing that it's more evenly lit, more softly lit. If I put in no sun, I don't know what would happen, but let's try it. So using the parameter dash dash no this time, which instead of just saying no sun, which I don't know if it understands, but I'm going to put in the parameter no just for the sake of it and see what we get. So instead of no strong sun, I'm going to copy that out. Oop. Let's cut that out. And let's put in a space dash dash no and then strong sun. Let's see what MidJourney gives us. All right, so these are definitely soft lit. I noticed that I have a typo in the prompt. So we're far from the me space. Not having a me space anymore, which is kind of interesting. But let's try this one more time here without the typo. So no strong sun. How about no sun? No sunlight. See how it lights the space with no sunlight. We'll find out. All right. Wow, these just they're just way off now with got rid of me's for sure. I mean, there's definitely some soft lighting with no sun in like the top left image, but it's just the image is just it's just awful. It's kind of funny. All right, so soft light. So what would I do? Just like what would I do at this point if I really needed soft light and I really wanted a Mies interior? I would probably go back to some of these other images and try a remix on them. So let's see, maybe like try like this black and white one here. So I'll vary number 2 in the remix, and I will add in, it says soft light, soft shadows, people scatter around, no strong sunlight, or no sun is what we want in there. Let's try this one. All right, so I think as I'm working on this and I'm thinking about it, I think the no sun is really throwing it off because it doesn't want to give an image with glass, and if there's glass, it makes the sun come through it. So MidJourney thinks if there's glass, there needs to be a light source, which is the daylight. So kind of interesting as you work on these and you start to understand what MidJourney's training is. A little insight to the training. So I would say, yeah, when it's Mies, Mies has glass curtain walls, and the sun comes through glass curtain walls. All right. All right, so let's move on. Yeah, I see some of the earlier ones were better for soft lighting. Some of the ones that we got, like this one in the upper left here. Some of these, are very soft. All right, so let's move on to, I'd say, one of my favorites, fog. And MidJourney is good with fog. I know that. So let's just put in So interior space in the style of Mies fog. Just keep it one word and see what happens. Let's get rid of the no. All right. So as I mentioned, I know it. I knew it, right? MidJourney is really good with fog. Like this one. I like this one in the upper left. Yeah, it's not Mies, but I really like that one. So let's try varying that one. I have my remix mode turned on. So I'm going to try varying that one. And I'm going to add in dust particles. I could have done this with the volumetric light too, and just, have some particles in the air, but let's see what it does with that. All right, let's see what we got. All right, it's definitely more foggy. It made it a little bit more foggy. I don't know if we're seeing dust or if we really want to see dust. But the image that I started with at the beginning of the video here, you can actually see some dust in it. So that's kind of interesting. All right, I hope you enjoyed looking at light types, and I hope that you will use light types, and I encourage you to use light types to create a visual mood um, and help tell your story when you're creating your images in MidJourney. So help MidJourney along by creating some really awesome images with great light types. All right, my head's going to pop up in the upper left. If you haven't subscribed, you can click on that to subscribe. Some MidJourney videos will pop up in the upper right and the lower right. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a like and let me know in the comments why you liked it. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll see you on the next one.